Alright, welcome back. Let me see. What I was doing was I was making real progress on Melania's quest. And now having said that, there's a part of me that is kind of curious to do... Let's take a look. Oh, alright. There's a part of me that wants to... How many souls do I have? 18,000? Let me just see. Wrong button. I actually don't think I can change my spell slots unless I am... a bonfire? Let me just check something really quickly. So one of the things I was realizing as I sort of was like, okay, like I said, I'm getting near the end. I feel like I can see the finish line up ahead, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, where's the Rivers of Blood? And I thought it was by when you defeat Melania. It is not. It is gotten in a much different place. Do I have... Basically, I'm looking for Flame Cleanse Me. That's what I'm looking for. Grant Me Strength is also a good one. But Flame Cleanse Me is what I'm looking for here. I probably have pretty good options going on. I just never use them. So, yeah. So the trick is with... Let me go here. I'm just going to run for it. I have 18,000 souls. I might die. I might lose them. This could be a tragic mistake, but I'm just going to go for it. Because I'm starting to get to the point where we have some really interesting build options. You know, I'm getting close to things like the Moonlight Greatsword, I believe. You know, so that's like a intelligent strength magic build. That could be really interesting. I don't know if I'm going the right way. That's less interesting. Here we go. Rivers of Blood, like I said, I thought was by defeating Melania or whatever, like Michaela, whatever the hardest boss is, so to speak, in the game. She has her own, I think, great katana or whatever it is, but it's not the Rivers of Blood. So let's do this. Let's grab the next section of map. Not gonna lie, I've said, like, I sort of get into exploring, blah, blah, blah. The filling in the map is a very satisfying way to scratch that exploring itch. Like, watching the map sort of come together really accentuates that. This is where we're going, I think. I wonder if you could just speed run, like, straight to the boss fight. Now, this could be a pretty... Oh, interesting. So now getting my Steam... I should probably turn the Steam overlays off so all the people playing games doesn't pop up. But again, I was sort of doing it because I was curious to have the 60 frames per second going on. Now, I found a video that... might be... It gave some tips. I don't know if it's the right tips. And maybe 5960 is like just fluctuations and it's not a big deal either way. It's just something I feel like with the 3080 I had. Okay, so we just popped off because we are about to get invaded. Now I'm curious to see how this works with the bubbles. Probably poorly. Maybe not. But this guy's got the Rivers of Blood. I don't know if he uses them on me, but run right into it, baby. He did not. There we go. A little bit of the Rivers of Blood action going on. Gotta create some distance because it's got range. Run into the bubbles, baby. again. He's doing the Rivers of Blood on me, and he eviscerates me. I'm hoping there's a Stake America. I don't know. The bubbles did well when I was able to get it off. You know, I think 2 bubble hits knocked his health down by half. I don't know how many heals he has. My fear is, it's not that far of a run. Okay, let's give it another shot. It's kind of cool seeing, like, well, it's cool in the sense that you're curious what this implied battle is. You see a lot of these giant trolls. Look like they have, like, swords through their back, things like that. At some point I need to come back here and explore. At the same time, it's tricky because I could also just beeline to the ending in some fashion. And then just do mop-up stuff. Like, you could even do, like, entire quest lines, like the Helig Tree or whatever as a mop-up. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can get a quick bubble. That was close. Decently timed, I don't know. Maybe I got lucky there. Okay, so that was interesting. Like, when he walks like that, and then he rolled, it seems like he sort of spent his moves. See if I can get one off here. Nice. Close. One more, maybe. If he walks again, maybe? Nope. That was dumb. Okay. And there we go. So, that's easily one of the most powerful weapons of the game. I couldn't tell you if it's been nerfed at some point or not nerfed. Oh, got enough? Oh no, okay, I was about to say.
We're almost there. The flame of ruin lies just ahead. I'm glad it was you I traveled with. I must tender my thanks to Torrent, too. Thank you, Torrent. Please continue to lend your aid. Till the end. Shall I turn your left?
Okay, let's see if we can, nope, okay. Not even close. So, looking at the map, you can sort of see where we're headed. It's that thing to the right, the big cauldron to the right. And it seems like there's 2 sort of chains on the map that we could cross. That's where we're starting from, and let me put a marker there just so I don't get lost. I don't know if those chains are different. Sort of interesting, like the bodies of the trolls, though, they seem like frozen. I don't know if they're dead and then the cold froze them, or if that was part of how they... But it looks like they had... It looks like they actually have stuff growing out of their backs. Did they get... I don't know. Is that implying, like, the madness that makes you go... You know, makes things sprout from you? Is it something else? Like, they've been there so long? I don't know. Oh, whoops. See if I can get down without dying. Honestly, that's my fault. Can't just show up at somebody's front door like that and not expect them to get startled. Oh, okay, there it is. Alright, so there's... But there's the other one. I don't know if they're different at all, if it matters. I see like a, looks like a site of grace. Just down that ridge, and it seems like that site of grace is closer to the lower entrance than the one I just came from. So let me see if I can hop down. Hopefully this goes okay. Okay. Let's grab this. And I guess now we'll try the lower one. Just make sure I have all my potions. For some reason I thought I remembered something you can drop down to on the edge here, but I might be hallucinating that. Like, it's been a while since I've done this area. And I've only done this area once on my like PS5 playthrough. The earlier stuff through the capital, I think I've done twice before this particular run. I had a PC run going that I sort of stopped to take this over, and it was, I think I got to like level 80-ish. Basically, I'm right about to take on the end boss of the capital that allowed us access here. So on that other playthrough, I can't get here yet. Alright, so the fire giant... I can't remember if it was hard or not. He's obviously big, he hits hard. You chip away at his ankles like any other. Mimic took that a little better than I thought he might. So in some regards, it's a little fighting a dragon-y, except it won't fly. Now the downside to a fight like this is like so far... Okay, that's good. I don't know if there was something I could exploit there, but okay. It's tricky. It's just like chipping away. Feels like at some point you're going to invariably get stepped on by accident or drive your horse into a tree right when an attack. Oh god, he's still going for this sleeping pods. The thing's 28 stories tall and he's trying to chloroform it. Ooh, okay. Okay, Mimic's taking a couple shots there. That was close, probably more luck than anything else. Just get out of here. Need to move, need to move. Alright, there we go. So entranced by his fat rolling that I just walked right into a shield slam. The problem is I'm not doing anybody any good here. Mimic's on the brink. I don't know if I should be going for the other. There's still that bracelet on the other one. I don't know if it matters. But this is the easier one to target? Okay. Ooh. I don't think this is the first time somebody's been upset with a limb that failed them and they just decided to rip it off. I think the second boss fight in Stormvale, didn't somebody rip off an arm and stick like a dragon head on it or something? Now with that pupil pattern, is that like the madness? Like the Shibiri eyes or whatever? I have no idea. Okay, so I don't know if the Mimic Tear just died or if you lose your summons. I mean, he was really close to dying already, but so maybe that was it. You know, if you can do that in your second stage, you'd think the bosses would start to say, why don't we do that in the first stage? You know, just come out full bore instead of... That's a creepy eye. Instead of the half measures, just to toy with us. There we go, run into another tree. Oh, okay, let me get in. Can I get the horse back? Yes, potion's fine, we need to get out from under here. Luckily, he did a tactical fat roll the other direction. Now, I think you want to try and hit his hand, but I'm not doing a good job of that. I think you do more damage to the hand, but I find it easier to keep going for his feet. Now, the problem with this fight is that I'm losing the whole reason why I have the bubble blower, which is the bubbles. I can't do that on horseback. Never get tired of that fat rolling. I don't want to say anything, but I'm thinking it, and I feel like maybe that's going to jinx it just the same. What I'll say, I didn't expect to get this far. Maybe that's not jinxing it so much. So let's see what I can do. If I can stay humble, don't get greedy, don't get stupid, hopefully don't get unlucky. But at the same time, I can't play it so cautious that I never get in there and do anything. This might be the stupid part. Got a couple good swings in there. Let him fat roll away. See if I can dodge if he's going to fireball me. Oh no, okay, literal fireballs. Now these things, they can track for a while. I don't know how long. I don't know if there's a way to like run them into objects. I don't know if it does damage to him, if I can get him to detonate. Oh, okay. Finally got unlucky on a fat roll. Need my horse, need to get that going, then I can heal. Can't see where his hands are. That's a problem. Probably should get out from under him. So now I can't tell if that's like critical hit moment or that's part of his attack. Oh, that was close. Again, don't get greedy. Try not to get stupid. Can't tell if he's always tactically fat rolling to one side or if it varies. think I'd rather him shoot the fire bolts out than have these globes floating around. I feel like it keeps me from being able to get an attack in. Okay, see if I can get in there a little bit. Fantastic. Can't believe I blew it there. So I'm not 100% sure, but like I'm a little frustrated. Was it a fat roll? Like I couldn't tell. Did he fat roll and I just got caught up in a leg sweep? Was it something to do with the flame? I can't really tell. It seemed like there were two things going on there at once. Wondering, you know, I don't have the arcane. I don't have the souls to upgrade it. I could respec. I mean, I definitely don't. I mean, had the wrong talismans. I mean, I guess magic would help a little bit, but fire is really what I needed. The rest probably seem okay. Maybe this one could get swapped out. I don't know. Let's see if we can get those souls back. Well, no. I guess getting the souls back means fighting the battle. So maybe just give it another shot. You know, I got pretty close that time. Or maybe it's another one of those situations where your first run is the best because now you're going to overthink it. But I do feel like it proves it's doable, if nothing else. I don't have any of those. See, I don't have any of those like Celestial Dew or whatever that let you die and keep your souls. I don't know if it's something you can craft. I don't know where it would be. I don't think I'm seeing it. And I feel like, well, I think these tabs are just subgroups of the first tab, maybe. But is that? No. Okay. That's not it. All right. Well, let's. Can I not activate that? I guess you can't activate the gate on a horse. Let's see what happens. Now, since I'm not 100% sure if I lost Mimic in the stage transition, let me see if I can... This is probably dumb, but let me see, one, what bubbles do, and two, if I can do this without summoning Mimic so I can keep Mimic fresh for phase 2. Like, I didn't feel like this was too bad, but then again, granted, I wasn't doing it on foot with blowing bubbles. It's not bad, although... Oof. Actually, I can't believe I could tank that in any sense, but... On one level, this feels like the ideal boss to throw some bubbles at, but... problem is that when you need to move far and quickly, and that's not an option with bubbles. They take forever. Like, did I just stun lock them? Now, this guy has some similarities to a lot of the trolls you see running around, but he has his sort of midsection still there. So I wonder if that... Boop. Okay, that's not good. Can I get out of here? Nope. Alright. But your torrent could have gotten out of there, right? Okay, well, the souls are gone, so now I don't have to worry about that. Still can't upgrade. Where would be a good place to farm? I want to get there. But I can't get there without getting through the giant, so I can't actually progress the story. Maybe back in the capital there's somewhere. Maybe this one? Is this the one I'm thinking of? Maybe do I have the right one? This isn't the one I was hoping for. I was hoping for maybe it's the East Ramparts. Yeah, I was wondering maybe we could just rack some souls up hitting these bubble people. I don't know how many we need, but that's not that much. I don't think this is the best place to farm souls. That wasn't bad. Rivers of Blood is one of the swords I think is worth blowing the somber smithing stones on, because there's that, there's the Moonlight Greatsword. I can't think of too many other weapons that I'm like, yeah. Those make the cut. So I feel like we should have plenty. You know, what happens if you go back? Is he still there?
Greetings, my fellow.
Okay, so let's take a look. If I had the stats, it would do 350 plus another 140. So that's 490 with some blood buildup. So let's, you know what? Although I should be, So the trick is this. I need the flame cleanse me thing. Or I mean, I don't need it. It would help with the next section. At the same time, Yeah, we've gotten a bunch of these, so let's mess with one.
Bear this sweet.
Okay, so arcane needs to be 20. First and foremost. Be nice to have faith back up to, let's get it up to 30. You know, let's get it up to 20 because, you know what? Let me see. I'm going to Google something real quick. I want to know how much I need for the flame cleanse me. Just to make sure I don't screw it up. Faith of 12. Okay, so that's no problem. Having done that, we need the mind of 23 eventually anyway. Endurance and strength will get up to 20 at a minimum. Sorry. Yeah, there. Let's get dex and strength up. And what do we... We still have almost 30 levels, so... Got... Okay, like 13 levels. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we still got one level. Okay. Okay. No. Just trying to spread these out. Let's undergo that rebirth, baby. Okay, so we have that. Let's make our way back here. Wonder what the... I don't think you can use the special fight move. Okay, so we've got this. Now, this may end up doing way more. But it's just an experiment, right? We got 260 on top plus 115. 375, so 373. 373, 473, 540-ish. So that's almost 600 points of damage right there. Swinging that thing. So that's pretty good. Let's see what we got here. We've got 164, 164 is going to be like 330. 445. So we're looking at like 5 something. So it's definitely less. But, well, and the bubbles can do some pretty cool stuff. But, all right. So what we need to do is we need to do this one and this one to hopefully hang in there. You know what? Let's also... We don't need this. Thing is, can we double stack? I think the answer is no. Can we stack that? But that's not going to do rot, is it? Yeah, okay. So I don't have the best, quote-unquote, best armor in the game for resisting it. I don't know if I don't think I have it. Let me just double check. It's like a mushroom set. It's really gross looking, but it's really not effective against defense. Okay, so the trick to this is there's basically a series of platforms. You raise them up. I don't know if stuff pops off, but then you can use the cleanse me. It's gone. There you get a little bit of the... So you can see, like, it, it's effective. Let me see, where are we, though? Okay, we're still pretty early on in this lake, but what you're seeing with the power is that, yes, the sword does not hit for as much damage as the bubbles, right? It's, of course, though, way faster. And I'm not really getting a chance to showcase it, but it has pretty good range. All right, let's go. Which, yeah, we're not showing the range off here, but... So the Flame Cleanse Me just is a lifesaver because it lets you just keep going, right? You don't have to stop and wait for it to wear down or just deal with... Now, I confess, I don't know... So here's the thing. I think I'm seeing a platform out there. You can sort of see it. I think that's a monster in between. How many souls do I have? So I don't have a ton. All right, so still making our way out. I don't know if any of those things are worth grabbing. Might be worth going this way. Now I'm going to get rotted here. I don't know if Flame Cleanse Me cures it. Oh, it does. Look at that. All right. That guy's just walking around out there in the open. I don't know. It says I can summon. Like this stuff, like... It's probably not actually worth it. Like, I know there's a building out there. I wonder if it's more interesting just to Google. But you can see the mushrooms on the trees there. The suit, the mushroom suit, looks like those mushrooms on the tree. I guess that makes it easier to fight that thing if you want to. Again, part of me is just like I would Google it because I don't know if I care. Oh well. Like this kind of stuff, like who cares, right? Oh, he's still coming. Did I get the left? All right. Now I'm curious how getting that last one impacts things, because it would have been nice to ride up it. So this is the thing. Sort of my instincts are to go collect, but I just just don't know what would actually be a significant enough item to make the time, energy, because I just like, hey, you just got another somber stone. Like, doesn't matter. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised I almost took down the fire giant on that first run. Again, I wonder if it's gonna be that thing where your first run was your best run and good luck, because now you're gonna overthink it, or see, I can't remember if there was anything up there, or if it's just a way to get up to a higher entrance. I really have no idea. So the thing I think I remember about this area is it's got like some pretty annoying enemies. It's the ones that like shoot spines out of their back. They're like centipedes of sorts. I don't know if I tackled this with the River of Blood my first time, so maybe maybe it's a cakewalk. Maybe the bubbles. Well, they're fast, though, so maybe the bubbles will be too slow. I wonder if it's like having a mimic tier with the Rivers of Blood. Now, having said all that about annoying it, oh, you can see that ghost has the mushroom armor. Give you a little idea of what it looks like. I was about to say, now having said everything I just said, it's definitely a cool looking location. And it's also interesting in another sense. Like, they go to a lot of trouble. Like, this is not... I don't know how to phrase this, but it's just an area you pass through, right? And even then, they imbue it with this sense of spectacle. That's, you know, impressive, if nothing else. So it's these things, and I think it's even like the bigger version of these things. So the River of Blood definitely takes him down kind of nicely. And like I was saying, I haven't demonstrated it yet. Maybe I'll get a chance to here. This thing's got some range. I don't know if it's got bubble range, but... I don't know if it's got me standing there getting hit in the face range. Nope. So these things are harder than they look. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I didn't realize I could summon my mimic here, but that would be kind of cool to see it in action. So now, let's see. Is there any reason to go this way? Probably not. It's interesting that they're fighting something up here. I don't know what that would be. So the reality is that these things are annoying. Yeah, let's see what happens. Nope. Bringing the sleep pot heat. Respect. Oh, okay. See, he messed it up a little bit with... Now, I can't tell if tears get rot. I'm doubting it. See if he goes in. Nope. It's going to put it to sleep. But there he goes. Now he's messing with the... Now, what I want to do is I want to get this ready to go and this ready to go, but I think I'm going to get ambushed when I go over here. So let's see what pops out. You have giant crab. It's gonna. Is it a crab? No, it's a. It's one of these things. Now, the advantage to one of these things is that it will give you. Oh, do I not have the stats? So I don't want to mess with this. I don't have the stats to use the amulet. That's what I'm realizing. I don't know if it matters, though. I guess I can help. Nope, it's gonna go poorly. Nope. Wasn't even paying attention. I was so wrapped up on trying to get my stats. And so that thing's going to have a golden seed. That makes it worth it in that sense. But otherwise, again, it just seems like a hassle. Now, the question is, I don't remember what's through that door. I know that we don't have to go through that door for... Like, a lot of this was, you know, doing Ronnie's quest, right? And I know you don't have to do that door for Ronnie's quest. At the same time, I don't recall what's over there. Yeah, let's just get this going as backup. There's nothing if not consistent. Did it work? I guess it works, right? It's just a weird thing to constantly want to do. Now, I thought you could backstab these things. So there we saw a dip of like 48 frames per second. Again, like, I found a website that had some tips, but they don't seem to be working. Although it does seem like most of the time it is smoother. I wonder how much damage this thing could have done if I really jacked up Arcane to like 40. Yeah, let's take a look. It's not the direction we need to go for Rena or Ronnie or whatever her name is. Rennie. Let's just take a quick peek, right? It can't. Okay. not something I'm necessarily dying to have. What do I got for souls? 14,000. I feel like souls was not the problem with upgrading the... I think I ran into a wall on... So like any Souls game, what you really want to do is you want to hop in a coffin. So part of what I'm like, oh yeah, Rivers of Blood is good, but I didn't fully commit to it. So it's not doing everything it could, which is an issue. It's not an issue, whatever. It's when trying to compare it to the bubbles or whatever else, it's hard to make a guess. I think I've screwed up my recording a little bit. It's not going to matter to you guys because I can fix it, but I'm just realizing I did something a little weird. So I'm hoping there's a site of grace down here. Or is it just a stake of Marika? The reason why is because I'm not maxed out. I'm down a couple potions on both sides. And what's on the other side of that gate, I remember being a real drag. So it would have been nice to be able to top off somewhere around here, but so first things first, we need a different setup. We don't have Rot anymore. We need, I think, magic. I don't know if there's physical damage involved, but how am I doing on health? Okay, so at least I'm topped off. We're going to spend a health potion. Bringing in the Mimic Tear. I don't know if I'm over-leveled for this stuff. Clearly my skill won't be up to it, so... Okay, so... what did we learn? I might need to hold off on the tear summoning until after the opening volley. I wonder if there's Poison Mist, Golden Vow. Can I not cast these anymore? That might be an issue. I might not be able to cast some of these things anymore. Okay, let's traverse. Let's hold off on summoning. I wonder if you can actually die from casting, or is it like a percentage of your health? Oh, it's interesting. Now my health is big enough that the $10 says this thing doesn't react to bleed. I doubt he reacts to magic, but the thing is, I hate this fight. And it might just be memories from my PlayStation experience, but I don't remember liking this. Oh, this must be phase 2. I tanked that better than I expected, I'll say that. I just don't... It's these spells, like I don't know... Oh, it's also the first time I've seen this boss in a while, but I just don't have any recollection of what to do. And so like that 1-2 combination, you're like, okay, what do I do? I don't think you can use torrent. What I should say is I don't mind the theory of this fight. I don't like... I mean, it's a cool creature. It's a cool setting. Now, I've heard some people say this is one of those fights where, like, the ranged guys can help. If you can keep Astel busy. If you get caught in that, like, what do you do? That specific gravity well one. I feel like this one's not going as well. Mimic's more hurt. It's about to die probably in that gravity suck. Oh no. Yeah, no, I was thinking like that was not the run, right? Like I felt like Mimic went down early. I felt like I was behind on my potion management. And what do you know? I don't I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. What do we do now? Is there a talk to Ronnie doll? No. Is this the way I came in? Maybe this doesn't look right. Maybe this is, oh, you know what? Okay. So when we went and got the chest in the rebirth place, there was a ring. I think that ring makes this portal open. It's one of those things where like, oh, interesting. Like in Ultima 5, if you forget, like Lord British's sandalwood box from the very beginning of the game, when you get to the end of the game, you're kind of screwed. Here, at least, there's, sites of grace, or you could bop around really quickly, or go Google it or something. But now, this is the whole reason why I was sort of trying to speed through it, because I wanted to get to this area, because this area is where you can get... Oh, interesting, you can already summon. Let me show you on the map where we are, and then we might call it. No, didn't mean to do that. So I've been saying for a while I wanted to get onto this upper area. We were able to get underneath it, but I really wanted to get on it, because this is where you can get, maybe it's this. This is where you can get the assassin ashes, which I think are basically the best ashes in the game. I think the reason why you can summon is because there might be like a dragon or something if you go the other way. But let's go this way really quickly just to see if I'm headed toward the Everjail. Because if I can get that going... Is this another dragon? Same dragon? I don't know. Now, I remember, if this is the Everjail, and I think it is, this being one of the hardest fights in the game, to be honest with you. Yeah, if you want, I can show you, I could probably die to this guy really quickly. yeah, so we'll pick it up next time. That went horribly. He's too fast, I think, for the bubbles, so I don't think that's going to be the option. I don't know if Rivers of Blood, like if he's resistant to bleed, that could be an issue. I don't remember. I probably did this fight on the PlayStation with the Blood Fang. But it's not that the Rivers of Blood doesn't do anything. Like, it was definitely chipping away. But, again, it might become a little bit of a crutch, like the bubble, and I don't know what to do for that attack yet that he just killed me on. So, anyway, thanks again. And we'll check in next time. Maybe we'll try this again. Take care.